God bless you, everyone. Father Steve with you.
Michelle Piccolo.
And we're doing a special Halloween edition, All Saints edition of Saints, Sinners, and Cinema. Michelle, I've always kind of seen, this new age mentality of Halloween and how people are just so obsessed with celebrating Halloween and obsessed with the scary.
One of my top favorite movies was Silence of the Lambs, and I remember watching that movie, like turning off all the lights, going downstairs and putting that movie in the VCR and watching it and like wanting to be scared.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Is it a horror movie or is it a suspense movie?
It's suspense.
Is it a suspense thriller?
Yeah.
Is it scary? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not
scary.
a horror movie.
It's not a horror movie, no.
I would draw the genres between horror, suspense thriller, scary. They're all different types of movies. There's something in us that's innate to say, okay, what's my boundary? So what's the difference between these zombie vampire-like creatures in I Am Legend versus the incarnate demons that you see in so many movies that will flick through right now in October, that will flick through on Netflix or Amazon, that are being primed to our children, to us, for them to watch. That the reality is that we know that the devil is real. And when we watch those kinds of movies, we are inviting Satan, we're inviting the evil one into our lives. Halloween has transpired into this time of ghouls and goblins and vampires. And Halloween is All Hallows Eve.
Right.
And so it's the eve of
All Saints Day.
All Saints Day. And so Halloween really is a Catholic holiday in which to celebrate the Eve of Saints, All Hallows Day, those who have died in faith. And then November the 2nd is the Feast of All Souls Day, holiday of celebrating the dead and praying for the dead. And a non-baptized, non-Christian culture has taken that and turned it into to celebrate the dead in a dark fashion.
Yeah. The first exposure I got to even the word occult was Michael Jackson's music video of Thriller.
Flashback.
He put the disclaimer up, the beginning of it. But I remember not even understanding, well, what's the big deal about showing, something scary like this? People might ask, like, well, am I a terrible person for watching, like, a horror movie? Or am I doing something, am I engaging in, like, a sinful act by watching this? And we would just say, like, well, just know of just be aware of what you're consuming, and what you're watching.
Which is the whole reason, again, why we're doing this series, is to bring these conversations into the context of God, the church, and faith. And so, as a spiritual father, personally, I never watch dark, demented horror movies. I would advise you as parents, and I would advise you as faithful Christians, to do the same, not to allow any things into that. You would not, I would tell you, if you walked into a situation where there was a seance, tarot card readings, palm readings, or a Ouija board, that you are in grave mortal sin. And so in the same way, you're inviting the evil one into your life. And so in a lot of ways, what horror movies do is they water down the effect. They water down our senses to say, oh, come on.
It's not a big deal.
Just as she was like a little girl saying, well, what's the big deal? Come on.
Just a music video.
Hey, listen, Thriller's a great song. We're not saying I remember as a kid going to Friday the 13th as a little kid with my brother, and it was great. But that was kind of the beginning of these genres, and that just opened everyone up to this horror genre. I like scary movies. I like thrillers. Then in some ways there's serial killer movies and where good versus evil. That's something that's biblical. I'd like to wish everyone a happy All Saints Day. What we really celebrate as Catholics. And then let us know your thoughts on the whole horror theme genre, and just encourage everyone just to really contemplate that in their own hearts. And just to regurgitate to their children these conversations, why it is that we can't allow our kids to watch these movies. And just have those conversations at home with them. Like, we don't want to allow the evil one to enter into our home in any way. So God bless you. Know that we're praying for you, and please pray for us.
'Cause that's